that for every normal elevator location, and we have begun, those are going to be linking to different locations compared to where they normally would. We appear to be starting in landing site.
Oh, well, that's not fun. How boring is that? Get random elevators and start in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Uncle Reggie getting space jump first try, always a good thing, and we have an early powerbomb expansion.
Excellent, yes. Always nice to find for what have we got behind the ship here?
That looks like a missile.
Yeah. It'd be maybe nice
we'll
to find
see Forsaken Angel, because the last few races, actually most of the weeklies have been really surprisingly jet seeds compared to what most people get when doing seeds more casually.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get to see what our first elevator is.
All pretty normal stuff so far. Is this even rat?
Yeah, I think that I did mistakenly set this with the old weekly settings, so that would be why we started in.
Yeah, it looks like we're not got random elevators. Sorry about that. or the seed is just trying to deceive us.
Definitely had elevators on.
I'd hope the elevators were on.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
charge beam is vanilla.
All right, so it looks like we're going to Hive Mecha, our usual first item. Ooh, was that the suit on the ledge there? I think that might have been. Okay, let's... Get the little peek there. Just another missile in Rune Nursery. It's so easy to muddle up the names of some of these rooms in the Chosen Runes, or just in the Metroid Prime games in general, I'd say. And our first item that our runners will be collecting is missiles.
A very important item for doing much of anything, especially if you're going to be starting in the normal location. There can be more diverse starting locations if I had double-checked to make sure I had the updated randomizer settings, but...
The nice thing with the missiles, like, they'll be useful early on, but they exponentially get less useful as you collect them over time. And we've got our boost ball. Our runners are still looking for the morph ball, but it'll be nice to have. Our runners are pretty neck and neck right now, but there's not really... We're going to see more divergence once they actually have to start making routing decisions. All right, so with missiles, Root Cave actually would be in logic.
Yeah, as is the Artifact Temple.
Yep. Regardless, Uncle Reggie is going to check Rune Gallery. I might be muddling up the name. The Morph Ball Room. And let's see what we've got behind. And it's just missiles. So yeah, Uncle Reggie is going to have to turn around. Take the small time loss there. It's like an unlikely play going it's not as likely that there would have been an item in there, just because if you dropped in there without Morph Ball or Space Jump, you wouldn't be able to get out. But at the same time, you might have been able to find one of those items somewhere else, and then, lo and behold, you might find something useful in that room. Save you time, especially if you know the trick to get out of there without those items, although it can be a little bit finicky. Do you feel comfortable with that trick yourself, Mighty Caesar?
Which one?
Getting out of the morph ball room. Again, I forget the name right now. Ruined Gallery, I think. But the morph, yeah, the morph ball room.
Ball or space
jump. Yeah.
Decently comfortable with it. It took me a little bit to remember how to do it during the last weekly because I hadn't done it in a while. But it's not a particularly difficult trick once you actually learn where you're able to stand, and as long as you don't hesitate on the second, on getting to the second spot along the wall. Because you really just need to do a full-length L jump, and you'll make it most of the time. But it's easy to think, oh, I'm supposed to land on what looks like the standable spot visually, but isn't quite the standable spot in reality.
Yeah. There's also the scan dash too, but the problem is if you fully scan dash, or if you fully scanned it without getting out of there successfully, you're gonna have a spot of ball there. Yeah. And we got morph ball bomb in the artifact temple. Sorry, go ahead.
That is less of an issue for a more experienced Prime player, but if you haven't gotten comfortable with doing scan dashes off of fully scanned points, it can be quite difficult. Though, in that particular case, you are not required to do a scan dash, but it's a lot easier than trying to do an L jump.
So all those hints looked pretty decent until we got to Elite Quarters, which, for those not familiar with that room, that is the Omega Pirate. So pretty much the Omega Pirate is like one of the Phazon Mine's late game bosses, and he requires a lot of items just to simply access and defeat. In fact, he is one of the only times you would need the X-ray visor in this game. If you need to acquire his item, and unfortunately, because that's the case, X-ray items now become required. Yeah, that's definitely the case, Angel. Nice to see you in chat, by the way. I just realized that just need to update the trackers here a little bit.
Oh yeah, apologies. I would have been doing that, but I was getting the updated weekly configurations while I still remembered it.
Oh, same here. Yeah, so Robo Scout is going to check the root cave, which is definitely the play I'd do here as well.
So they should both have Power Bomb.
Oops, I think we both might have clicked on it at the same time there, but we'll find out soon enough.
Doesn't seem to have been an issue.
And Robo Scout just found his morph ball. And makes the decision to actually turn around. Interesting. I guess he's going to go back to the crash frigate.
Did he not check where the elevator led? Because it is still randomized elevators, or at least it should be, unless even the randomizer app lied to me.
I actually missed when he scanned the point.
But he did scan it?
Complete honesty, I wasn't 100%. I didn't 100% notice. We'll find out, I guess, in a moment through Uncle Reggie, assuming he does go check himself.
Uncle Reggie did unfortunately have to come back to the ship in order to be able to recharge his missiles.
Oh no!
Truly unfortunate situation.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why he turned around there. That one moment where missiles come in handy.
Oh yeah, definitely the only moment where missiles could ever be handy. Robo Scout not even gonna try for the dash, just going for the scan, it seems. Or maybe he's gonna go for the slope jump if it's needed.
I think he scanned the wrong thing. Not sure what I was doing there.
It's waving. And yeah, he was going for the slope jump. and getting a second try. Not bad at all.
Man, it's shocking to find that so early. I'm sorry.
That does open up a lot more options, though.
And there's your bad pun for the week.
Oh,
Magmar South. That is the... Wait, does that say south? Because if so, then that's... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Monitor Station... Yeah, west.
Monitor Station's the one with the little morph ball tunnel right before it. Usually Fendrana.
Yeah.
So
yes, the elevators are randomized. The first one was just trolling.
things are exciting! Some of us find vanilla elevators a little bit less exciting these days. We all have our preferences, what can we say?
It tends to depend on how many seeds or speed runs the players have done if they find elevators being normal, boring, or not. And no, Reggie is not going to be going to check that.
That's true.
Though, that wave beam is still currently out of logic, so if RoboScout does not remember that, it could lead him down the wrong path.
Yes. Yeah, the wave beam wasn't expected to be... Like, the game expects us to pick up a few other items first, so Space Jump or Grapple Beam, if I'm not mistaken, could be coming up sometime very soon.
And Gravity Suit.
Mm-hmm. And it's always important to remember that that you can acquire items the normal way. Oh, Ice Beam! Because I totally forgot that I possibly might have forgotten this room. The way RoboScout used the boost ball there, I'm so used to just space jumping up to acquire the Ice Beam there, or where the Ice Beam was, that it could have been, you could have forgotten. Never mind.
Uncle Reggie trying for the dash to get up to the upper level, despite not having wave beam, didn't quite make it, but it did allow him to skip the cutscene and pick up the missile in there without having to fight the beetles, which does unlock that tunnel.
Yeah, it's important to know that if you don't collect that item, there's an invisible wall in front of that morph ball tunnel for whatever reason, preventing you from exiting that room. So if you trigger that fight before collecting it, you're gonna have to end up killing the beetles.
And RoboScout losing a bit of time in this half pipe due to
just trying to get
beetles
missiles
and getting height on the wrong side, which did
he's not
allow
gonna be very happy
Reggie
with
to
that.
get a little more distance put together, and getting
It's
that
always-
slope jump just barely high enough to be able to skip a couple stairs.
It's always a little bit frustrating to repeatedly fail acquiring a missile expansion or something simple, because you just know down that it's probably not going to mean, it probably wouldn't be worth it ultimately. So yeah, our runners are opting to clear up the Hive Mecha area now that they have their Morph Ball bombs and Morph
Which
Ball
is reasonable, as this will allow them to check one more elevator, as well as get to the normally locked ledge by the vault.
That was a high jump on RoboScout's end. And yeah, exactly.
And as they have not found Space Jump yet, they wouldn't have been able to come through the backside. Actually, Lava Lake. This side.
Yeah, when you add random, like in a randomizer, knowledge is important. But when you add random elevators, even the knowledge of the elevators themselves become even more important.
And your experience with non-randomized elevators can actually be a disadvantage. I cannot tell if that is the various suit or nothing.
It's a vanilla elevator, though, I can say that. Yeah, I missed that too. We'll find out in just a second.
I guess it was a nothing.
It's a nothing.
But there's Gravity Suit, which could lead Uncle Reggie towards his wave beam.
Mm-hmm. Did Uncle Reggie just jump right by that item? No, he picked it up. Right? Yes,
Yeah.
you did. Okay, good. Gravity suit, excellent. That's always a fun thing to find. Not sarcastic at all.
Well, at least it's one of the best looking suits in the game.
True.
And is that a missile or super missile in Ruined Fountain? Well, yeah, it looks. The nothing item looks like a suit as well. And I'm guessing. Well, actually, I can't guess that it was just a missile because even if it wasn't, they cannot get it yet. But they are going to be able to go and pick up their charge beam that they would have normally started with the current weekly settings. But once again, I need to pay more attention when I'm doing that.
It's always hard to keep track of 2 players at the same time.
The fact that they have Gravity Suit this early makes it quite likely that there's going to be an item underneath the Toxic Waste here. And Robo Scout is taking a safety save.
This is always a good station to save in general. There's a lot of checks around here that can actually be potentially dangerous, particularly the water here. And if you ever decide to go for Magma Pool, early, that's another dangerous one. That's a good dash by Uncle Reggie there.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit longer B press than necessary, but
yeah, you don't want to go too. It's very easy to go a little too early. There's our
and our
flamethrower.
save valid.
So that is a beam combo. It is a useless beam combo.
You mean it's
For
the
all
only
intents and
useful beam
purposes.
combo? You can
And
use it to kill a power beam phase of Exo.
And surprise, vanilla charge beam.
Who would have guessed? Oh, Robo Scout accidentally burning a power bomb there.
It's unfortunate. Hopefully he'll be able to refill it with the Shriek Bats in this upcoming room.
Robo Scout is picking up his validator, so he has not automatically lost the run.
Yes, battery. Let them all burn. That's a great emoji. And what suit was in the water? Or, not suit, what item was in the water? Let's find out. Because I did miss...
Yeah, I missed it on Reggie's side as well.
Ooh.
Reggie going for a dash there. Yeah,
It's the
that's
Berea suit. Oh boy, they're definitely going to want to come back for that one. Most likely.
So probably space jump on Zoid.
With an artifact being in Triclops pit, you betcha. Oh, and with also
And
Omega
is that
Fire
main
being
power
required.
bombs? Above the door.
Oof.
The one time that you can't be completely sure if something's main power bombs or not. Because
You
I
could,
thought I might have seen a glow, but that could have also just been artifacting.
You can use a morph ball bomb jump up there.
Yeah,
Oh, Uncle Reggie.
getting a little low there.
Now Zoid is not the most challenging of bosses for sure, but
You can
there
still
have
take
been
some
times.
damage.
Yep.
Okay, Robo
Especially if you
Scout
get
is
pinned.
jumping up there. And it's
It's
just a
just
missile.
missiles from the look of it. Robo
He's
Scout
going
going
for it
out its
again,
way for
though.
them though. So the key is to make sure to unmorph as you're approaching the height, your apex of your second jump.
Yeah.
And you'll
Because
just
if
get
you
that extra
morph
little bit
after the or if you unmorph after the apex. Oh, and there's the space jump behind Zoid.
And we've got that nice little health pickup too, just to take him back to safety. So
Yeah.
good thing Uncle Reggie decided to take care of Reggie. Sorry, take care of Zoid. And the Ice Beam actually does make this fight ever so slightly easier for its one-shot capabilities on all enemies, although the shots are a little slower.
That and with charge beam. And that will one-shot stuff as well.
Does Charge Beam affect your vanilla shot damage value or at all in Metroid Prime?
Yeah.
Or is it only affects your charge shots? Yeah. Okay. Because I know, if I'm not mistaken, the 2D Metroid games, the Charge Beam does increase your damage output, even for your pellet shots. I could be wrong. It
Definitely
depends
doesn't
on the Metroid
affect
game.
the uncharged shots in the Prime games, but yeah, of course, the charged shots, it's like it gets up to
Yeah.
50 damage And that's your spider ball.
Yeah, that's
so
a
that means
double
they can
reward.
check the upper dynamo, as well as furnace, and Hall of the Elders.
Yeah, the seed is opening up pretty quickly, which is nice to see. That being said, we still there are a lot of items we're going to need that are going to be hard to locate logically.
Can't quite get the crossway item with logic yet.
I'm just trying to.
Because we would need super missile according to logic.
Yep.
Though it's entirely possible to collect the item without super missile now that we have space jump.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of what was holding back the wave beam, but morph ball bombs and then space jump, and the gravity suit, of course. So
well, the bombs aren't necessary.
No, they're not. But the space jump was hidden behind Zoid.
Uncle Reggie not opting to check lower furnace.
He probably decided to do that because he doesn't have the wave beam.
Yeah, but he has the ice beam.
Oh, true. Yeah, so yeah, logically...
That's either a nothing, a suit, or a visor. But Uncle Reggie is going for it. Having a little bit of trouble getting onto the standable spot here.
Yeah, fortunately, he has the spider ball.
So he doesn't have to do a dumb bomb jump here to try to get up to the higher area.
Yeah, and RoboScout doing a very clever, or he's being very clever to make sure to check Dynamo. This is such an easy area to forget to check when you have spider ball.
Mm-hmm. Just a missile though.
Yeah,
and that's a phase-on too.
Oh.
Well, I was right. It was one of the 3 options.
And I guess RoboScout will go for his Varia suit.
Yep. Yeah, Uncle Reggie is opting to
press on
his Hall of the Elders.
I assume he'll eventually route back to collect his Varia suit as well.
Yeah, naturally.
Although, funnily enough, now that we have the phase-on suit, it's nowhere near as significant. With that 50% damage reduction cannot be understated. That's like double your health, in other words. Yeah. And it's enough to. I think the heat damage is also reduced, which it really helps surviving magma, especially if there's energy tanks down there if you're lucky.
And more often than not, there is going to be at least one energy tank somewhere in Magmor. You know, provided you didn't go and remove all the energy tanks. Don't worry, I didn't do that.
You trolling with us, eh? Alright, Uncle Reggie taking care of the ghost.
And getting his free item check.
Mm-hmm.
RoboScout not opting to go that way, so he might not find his phase-on suit for a very long time.
Yeah, he is going back the way he came.
Going towards Magnapool.
I don't blame him. Typically, when especially with random elevators and logic, I try to clear Chozo back to front. And is RoboScout? Oh no, nope, he's burning to a crisp. But
yeah, but
nice
he does
recovery.
have gravity, so it's not nearly as bad.
I
Definitely
have a
not
he
a good dash for it.
Good, and fortunately gets the E-Tank, and of course he has the wave beam to check these 2
just
items
a missile and crossway, so Reggie doesn't have to worry about that. Hopefully RoboScout knows where the actual trigger for this is, so he isn't completely scared.
Oh, plasma beam. Oh, wow. If RoboScout decides to clear out Chozo runes, using... Oh, no, not quite. He still needs his Still needs X-ray, and also
Yeah, X-ray is required to be able to kill that.
Oops, I accidentally. There we go. There we go. Fix that. Yeah, the training grounds is an infamous item for how many things you need.
Yeah. Of course, you can get the training grounds item with just space jump, more fallen bombs, but you don't want to do that as it requires going out of bounds and wall crawling to it and then doing a sailing warp. And a decently easy place to soft lock yourself if you are not comfortable with.
And Robo Scout collecting his plasma beam. He's going to be very happy with that.
Of course. Lots of damage thanks to that, and
Reggie's got his Varia suit.
yeah.
I realize we marked that a wee bit early, but that's all good now. So,
Marked what a bit early.
Robo Scout accidentally bombed the. Never mind, I made a mistake. Robo Scout bombed the wrong bomb slot there. He looks like he's going out the normal way.
Which is reasonable if he's not comfortable
doing the dash back.
Yeah, because most people do think that the return dash is harder.
Yeah, with the gravity suit, I wouldn't have fretted.
It's realistically pretty much the same exact dash, but dashes to the left seem to be a bit less comfortable for most players.
I think in future runs, Robo Scout will go back the normal way. I think it's in his ability. But yeah, for this run, opting to go over the safe route is definitely never a bad move.
Yeah. And yes, Tower of Light is in logic now. At least the...
Yeah, so Robo Scout's going to be looking for his phazon suit while Reggie's looking for his plasma beam.
Yeah. And both of them are going to be looking for their X-ray visors.
Yay!
But it looks like there's a good chance that Reggie will be getting his plasma beam momentarily.
True. Oh boy. He's just
not even going for the dash, just gonna go for
hey, if you know what you're if you know your strats, stick with them. Similarly, Robo Scout's doing dashes to climb this tower of the enemies. You can also R-jump.
Oh, Uncle Reggie is not gonna go find his plasma beam.
Oh no, because he doesn't have the wave beam, of course.
Oh yeah, he can't. Oh, that's unfortunate.
And that exactly why, is why tricks can help you immensely. Then again, I don't believe Uncle Reggie even visited the crash frigate yet, so he wouldn't know. I wonder how long it will be until Reggie decides to return to training ground. Especially now that we're going off to...
because he also does not know where wave beam is.
And he's going off to Magma.
Which is a reasonable decision.
Absolutely.
Just, we happen to know it's almost certainly not the right one here.
He's absolutely going to get burned for it because the wave beam, we know... actually,
however,
he could take the monitor
pretty quickly if he takes that the monitor station elevator.
Yeah, if he takes the monitor station elevator, he'll be okay. Yeah, if he keeps going south to Magma, I think at this point, unless he finds the X-ray visors somewhere down there, we'll know it's a time loss. Well, I say time loss. It's, everything helps. knowledge item acquisitions.
Yeah, but he does have that Phazon suit that Robo Scout does not,
Yeah, this is true.
which is significant.
Right, and just to finish off what I was saying earlier with the Troza runes, well, what we got here, Reggie's side, just missiles. Yeah, clearing Chozo from the back end to the front is certainly faster, especially if you never intend to go from front to back, because that way, if you always go back to front, you'll never need to clear that bomb puzzle that's located next to Zoid or the incinerator drone. We say puzzle. It's not really a puzzle. It's more of a little marathon task challenge thing.
Trial.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a more elegant way of describing it.
Uncle Reggie going for a nice little dash to get this
Nicely
artifact.
done. And is that our first artifact on the table?
It is.
Excellent. Nicely marked. Yeah, this is a really interesting race so far, because there's not been that much. They're still really similar routes, but they both have missed something really important back in an area that they've already explored. So it'll be interesting to see who kind of get returns, so to speak. And then, of course, guess it couldn't have been anything significant in Uncle Reggie's room. Robo Scout's is going for the invisible platforms.
Mm-hmm. And succeeding at them.
Oh, this little tunnel can be a little bit troublesome on Robo Scout's side. There we go. Ah, yes, monitor station on Uncle Reggie's side. There's so many ways to climb this room, as we'll get to see, I'm sure.
Just a missile. Robo Scout is opting to pick that up, though.
Yeah, he's collecting a lot of his accessories, and you can see there's quite a drastic missile, like 70 versus 45.
Yeah.
And more missiles.
And Uncle Reggie most likely heading towards the Warrior Shrine.
Yep. So, yeah, he's not...
However, he's...
Credit where it's due also...
on what elevator is directly before Twin Fire's tunnel will determine if he's going to head in the right direction soon or not.
And of course, artifact locations is something that I did not take into consideration. We did see them earlier, but unfortunately, I don't think either of us caught it. I don't suppose anyone in chat caught that early on in the seed. All we know... I suppose once you know Elite Quarters is in play, you start to tune out where the artifacts might be for a while.
Forget Crash Site.
Of course, both play. They do. He does have the ice beam.
Yep.
Okay, I completely take it back. Excellent.
So, yeah, no, that's pretty... Wait, okay, so I'm pretty sure the only way we're going to be seeing a new area is through Hall of the Elders. The place is past Hall of the Elders. Or
South Magmar, too.
Or South Magmar, yeah, you're right. So
but you're absolutely right. Something is going to end up in per placement, and I have a feeling. Routing wise, yeah, I'm completely stand corrected. This is phenomenal, like great routing. If only Uncle Reggie managed to acquire his plasma beam earlier. And it looks like he's not. He's either going to go for the frigate now, or he's going to climb back and continue to explore Magmar. He's going for the frigate. Okay. Do we know if there is an artifact 100% down here? Then I don't disagree with this play. Otherwise, yes, Robo Scout climbing the platforms. Yeah, I don't blame him for taking his time here. Oh, there's our... Oh, no! Such a troll. Thermal visor. So close yet so far. Unfortunately, the thermal visor is not really useful for anything. So yeah, I was going to say the frigate's not in play with not having the thermal visor, but now that Robo Scout just collected it, I guess it is.
Yeah, luckily, it's not particularly difficult to memorize or be able to spot the locations to shoot with your wave beam, so Uncle Reggie loses minimal time from not having them. However, he does lose a significant amount of time from not
just doing it.
Checking his plasma beam. Still, pretty excellent navigation through the crashed frigate.
That room is a nightmare to traverse. It too often. Gravity. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Nicely done on Reggie's side.
I've climbed it a couple times without gravity, and the last few jumps just kind of feel like luck no matter what.
Reggie's not checking his, or he didn't look like he checked the item biohazard containment, but at this point I don't really blame him, because it can't be super missiles. He is looking for his plasma.
Not particularly easy to check without any visors.
Sure. Oh, that would be trouble if an X-ray visor is in biohazard containment.
I don't think it can be.
Just with a current seed, yeah, maybe. It'll be interesting to see how Robo Scout routes this out. And there's our artifact. So that's 2 now.
And with Boost Ball, we are going to be able to see the legendary bar skip. A favorite among Metroid Prime players.
Or not.
Well, we'll most likely see it eventually.
Oh, we got our hints here. Plasma Processing and Research Core. There we go. Off he goes.
And this is just another elevator to Magmore.
Oh boy. So the elevator up here must be Fendrana or Phazon Mines. Or Trozo. Trozo's still in play. Biohazard is locked behind Gravity Suit, Super Missiles, Space Jump. It's that one Super Missile room in the middle of the frigate. It just needs so many items not only to reach there, but to breach. And the Gravity Suit and the Super Missile can almost be placed anywhere.
I'm pretty sure you, according to logic, need missiles, space jump, gravity suit, morph ball.
Thermal visor, I guess.
Yeah, thermal visor, X-ray visor, super missiles.
Let's especially do it from behind.
Speaking of it.
Oh boy. Oh, nicely done on RoboScout's end. Although, I don't know why he did the dash when he could have just jumped out of the lava with the gravity suit. It's sometimes easy to forget that. Really impressive nonetheless. It's one of the trickiest standable terrain.
Grapple Beam.
Oh boy. I wonder if Uncle Reggie will take the hint.
I wonder if the elevator on the top here is going to lead to behind Joseph.
That would be convenient. I'm kind of hoping so.
Yeah, this would be a nightmare seed if you didn't know any tricks.
True.
And even with knowing tricks, this is still going to be slower than our average weekly seed. Which is still faster than the average person seed.
The seeds, we've been pretty good so far for our randomizer. Oh, and I missed the scan there, because we're going to find out where Reggie's...
Go back and get X-Ray? Well, we don't know where X-Ray is, but we do have an artifact on a Mega Pirate. And,
yes, the visor...
wow, it's away into Fendrana. Who knew that this was going to be an accessible location?
So, Reggie's not going to get his plasma for a long time now, is my guess. Which is incredibly... Like, it's the right it's the right idea. You know, like, plasma beam is locked in so many locations. I mean, there's so many checks in Fendrana that are plasma beam locked. So when you're just looking for the plasma beam...
I think that was the first nothing that we found so far.
I think we've seen one earlier on as well.
Uncle Reggie not opting to fight the Tantrum Rock.
Yeah, I wouldn't with the loadout. Although, knowing the seed, with how it's going, where the X-ray visor could be. Yeah, so Reggie's clearing Fire Fendrana.
No, as he does not currently know where Thermal Visor is.
We have the Thermal Visor was in...
No, he does not know where Thermal Visor is.
Yes.
Though,
True.
Technically you would need Thermal Visor to get to Fendrana, as far as we are currently aware, based on the elevators we've seen that actually go to Fendrana so far.
One of those few times where the wave beam is probably the most useful combat weapon.
I think that was Ice Spreader.
It was, yeah. On Reggie's side for chat.
Yeah, I didn't see what was in the Pit of Despair, but...
Yeah, and RoboScout taking the Magma South elevator. I didn't actually see where that said it was going.
There's a decent chance we'll get to see Reggie go for a reverse labs play.
There we go. Yeah, our runners are kind of are really similar in many ways. This is a good race. Thank you for the update, Angel. Suzuka just getting his wave beam. Yeah, shout out to the Gel Zaps. They're jerks. Oh boy. And Reggie using the classical standable terrain to climb this room.
Yep.
I don't even remember how to climb this room the normal way now.
Well, there are all those grapple points around, so it probably involves them.
Yeah, something like that.
Our second reverse bars skip. So RoboScout is going to be getting his missile in just a moment, as well as his grapple beam, provided he doesn't decide not to go into Life Grove for some reason or another.
That'd be questionable.
Looks like an E-tank at the bottom of Uncle Ridley's room.
This seed so far has been incredibly light on E-tanks. Now I'm like 2 E-tanks for our runners, and we're 45 minutes in. It's not great. Although
there were a
phase on
couple
suit,
other E-tanks that just weren't worth going for.
yeah, and with the phase on suit, it's the equivalent of having 4 E-tanks, so they're okay.
Yeah.
Oh, those pesky, those bird things.
That's fair, Angel, but a good bit of the danger in the phase-on mines is thanks to the phase-on, at least for lower phase-on.
Yeah, and Reggie's just clearing out this room. Just get it done and over with. Yeah, Reggie just really knows his stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it did say that this was the first weekly that he's been in. That does not
He's been here for a while.
mean that he has not run randomizers before.
There's so many little minor tricks in the room Reggie's in right now.
Yeah, there are a lot of ways to climb to the top. There's also a way to fall to the bottom while scanning all the points as you go.
Something I think we forget to point out, RoboScout right now is just jumping out, just using standable terrain to jump out the room the way he came. Ooh, he missed us there. Our runners do that all the time, and if you're wondering why that is, A, it's quicker, B, it avoids a confrontation with Chozo ghosts. And this room in particular is terrible for that fight. Just for how many obstacles can just stand in your way in your charge beam shots. Robo Scout just trying to get this R jump here. Well, that works. Bless you. And Reggie gets to see George.
Yep. Everyone's favorite flood.
I really should double check with the history of the randomizer, because yeah, Battery. Are you saying, going off your comment, it sounds like Reggie has had a significant role in the randomizer?
No,
or in this history.
All of MIT's knowledge of Metroid Prime comes from watching Reggie do randomizers.
I understand. Yeah. Yeah, I love how every player kind of has their own way of doing certain tricks.
Yeah. As
right,
Robo Scout has Thermal Visor and Plasma Beam, he may...
Nope.
He may not choose to fight the Tantrum Rock. Though he will be able to check the Fendrano's Edge, the item locked behind a plasma door. So if that's something important, that will not be ideal for him.
Yeah, Angel. Like, this is one of my favorite things about the randomizer. Is you get to see tricks that you just wouldn't see in a regular run of Metroid Prime. Suddenly, items that you wouldn't give two thoughts about suddenly become like the almighty item that you might need to clear the whole game.
Yeah, like super missiles. If you're seeing that in an 80% run, it means that the person has either had something go incredibly wrong, or they're just very new and using their own route.
Hi. That was me like a few months ago.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it.
And RoboScout's actually clearing Fendrano's Edge the normal way. Uncle Reggie, when he cleared it, went through it in reverse. Which, honestly, there's a lot of... I think there's a little bit of debate which way is faster. And we got the pirate party on Reggie's side.
Well, it varies significantly on what items you have, how the time differences. Like boost ball and gravity suit make going below almost as fast, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a really good point. What items you have in the moment.
Like if you don't have gravity suit, going below is losing a massive amount of time.
Funnily enough, I still do that, mainly due to the room connecting to the room connected to the gravity suit or gravity chamber room. I'm not very comfortable with the jump forward. Something I need to learn.
It's like if you're doing the dash for it, it
Oh,
does
almost
get
got.
affected by doing. Oh, that's an artifact. So
Oh man, Reggie's
Reggie
gonna
is
burn
going
there.
to have to backtrack to get it. Not ideal.
Especially with how out of the way Fendrana is from everything right now.
Mm-hmm. Right now, we do not have a good route to get to Fendrana from any place that we know also gets us to where Plasma is.
Mm-hmm. And Fendrana
However,
Canyon,
it's entirely possible that Fendrana Shoreline's elevator will be what we're looking for.
I missed what was on Reggie's side there.
It's in nothing.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's not many items, more items it could be, to be honest. Oh, I just realized that we totally forgot to mark Spider-Ball. There we go.
You're right about that.
Oh, and Thermal Visor. Forgive us. Almighty chat. Can't even find it.
So it wasn't Ice Spider, it was Wave Buster.
There's maybe one room where I'm thankful for the Wave Buster.
And that is fighting the invisible drone, I'd assume?
No, funnily enough. The Wave Beam Pirates. Beyond Security Deposit A?
Yes, MIT, it is fighting Flagger with 220 missiles. You're right about that. Everyone's thankful for Wave Buster for that, though, right?
No, it's not for Flarga. I knew someone was going to make that reference or joke.
I'm pretty sure doing Flagger that way is faster RTA. Definitely not even close to faster if you were doing in-game timing, but you don't do that for...
I guess there is an instance in the randomizer where that might be faster.
Because those cutscenes aren't fast for real time.
The cutscene, the boss.
Yes, good old cutscene boss.
Uncle Reggie going for a nice climb here.
Unfortunately, also not having Plasma Game means he cannot check what is in the Artifact Sun's location.
Mm-hmm.
If he desired to, he could have done a wall crawl to be able to look at that, but he couldn't have collected it as infinite speed is not allowed for the weeklies due to many inconsistencies between how it behaves for Nintendo and Dolphin.
We very well might see the Flagger skip. If she ends up having the X-ray visor. If Flarga has the X-ray visor, we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah. Because people do not like fighting Flagra. Really, Flagra and the Tantrum Rock. If they have things that are important, that can oftentimes inflate the length of a seed by as much as like a half an hour, depending on the runners.
And this is what happens when you have a seed where Mega Pirate becomes mandatory. Because suddenly
and this does bring us to Chosen Ruins. And it's for Uncle Reggie. So,
okay.
He should actually be able to get his Plasma Beam rather soon.
Yep, assuming he does decide to clear Chozo. There is a possibility that he just decides to skip it and continue on. Although
Yeah.
I don't think that.
So there
Hold
also
on.
is the Tower of Light that he hasn't been able to look at yet.
Was
the
that Ice Spider?
No reason not to grab that.
So then, what did we see earlier, I wonder?
Wavebuster.
Ah, yes, you're right. Okay, yeah, I understand now. No, Reggie, you're going the wrong way, unless you're just
he
checking the
should at
elevator.
least check it.
Yep, that's true.
Phazon Mines, Quarry.
He's going for it! Oh no.
However, he won't be able to get... No, he can get decently far into there.
Oh yes. You can get to the other side. That is unfortunate. Oh.
Oh, I did forget to mark a artifact for RoboScout.
You got the Ice Spider, nice.
Uncle Reggie not checking the
Main quarry.
item on top of main quarry.
He might just actually be going here to collect his artifact and then just getting out. If there is an artifact that we missed. I don't think there is another artifact in Phazon Mines, though. Yes, Forsaken Angel. The Ice Spider in the Ice Beam room is the French vanilla, is what I like to call it.
So, most people would refer to that as if an artifact was in X-Ray Visor's location in Life Grove, or X-Ray was in the spinner in Life Grove.
Sure.
Sort of swap around.
I just like to cause trouble in the community. What can I say? Ah, cutscenes. Aren't they lovely? It's just a knee tank. For Reggie. And I think it's an E-tank for a scout here too, yes. Alright, Reggie's actually just gutting it for the mines. Ooh, trying to go for the floaty bomb jump. Nice.
Not quite making it.
Oh.
And now he has officially lost a bit of time going for this.
Always nice to see them try, though. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Oh no, Robo Scout trying to get the jump and then oh right, yeah, no, he's going for it backwards. Excellent. You take your eyes
Trying to
off
do the jump to the bottom and managing to get the jump to the bottom.
There we go. Oops. Bumped into the AFK pirate there.
He is your friend.
Yeah, unfortunately, the trigger zone's on the bottom of this room, which Uncle Reggie just decided to jump into. Although now that he's left the room, those pirates will no longer spawn.
And unfortunately for the viewers, and fortunately for at least most runners, they do have spider balls, so you will not be seeing any spiderless shafts today. Unless someone feels like showing off for whatever reason.
I wonder if Reggie realizes how many missiles he has, aka not how few he has. Nicely done. Boosting for the invisible terrain there. Oops.
Is he gonna go for the sweep?
Oh, but the turret snipes him. Yep, he's annoyed.
Justifiably so.
I don't think you can damage those when they're frozen, funnily enough. Or maybe I'm wrong. Well then. Or it's the ice beam. The ice beam doesn't cause damage to them? I don't know. Nicely done. And what is behind mysterious wall number? It's a power bomb. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Uncle Reggie going for this fight now. wonder if there's a possibility that Reggie might have muddled up elite quarters with elite research. I hope not. Yeah, hopefully not.
I mean,
It does
we'll
make
find
sense.
out soon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a race to recovers Chozo.
And finds X-ray.
And true.
Uncle Reggie's showing off a bit of what you would do for 21%.
Yeah, when you're out of
Just
missiles.
use the very high damage of the ice beam.
If you had the plasma beam, what would you do then? Single
Ice
plasma
beam.
beam shots?
Still
Single
ice beam.
shots or charged?
Oh, you mean for if you in this situation? Yeah, you would do charged plasma.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. In his case, single shots are more effective with the ice beam. But yeah, with the plasma beam, it does so much damage when it's charged.
At least I'm pretty sure it's charged plasma in that situation.
Whee! Robo Scout. Let's see if he... Yep, he picks up his extra power bomb. Nicely done on Reggie's side.
Yeah, getting that nice little collateral super missile, even though one of them didn't die from it.
I guess I'm mistaken. I guess the pirates do respawn. I'm curious what causes the beam pirates to despawn then in that room, because they definitely despawn after something.
Yeah, I don't remember what the layer change trigger for this room is either.
Nicely done on Reggie's side. Getting that first try, like, while the top jump's the most challenging ore processing room, like, it's nice to see it done one try. Skips needing to use the spider ball and power bombs.
Yeah, the climb up to that level is not particularly difficult, but
yeah,
it's not. But that doesn't mean it's not incredibly easy to mess up.
Yeah, and if you screw it up, down you go to the beginning. Alright, we'll get to see what item was hidden back here on Robo Scout's end. If it's the X-ray visor, that's pretty much almost race over. Oh, nope, not quite.
And repeatedly falling in that situation can be quite tilting.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Just falling in general Metroid Prime is a terrible feeling.
Uncle Reggie opting to kill this pirate.
He's gonna have to do it sooner or later. Oh no, he doesn't.
No, he had no need to.
Yeah, because he didn't need to go back the way he came. Oh, what?
Well, you don't need to, even if you do go back the way you can. You can jump over the cutscene.
You don't think Uncle Reggie's gonna try and full clear Omega Pirate without the X-ray, do you?
Well, he can't. He doesn't have plasma either.
True, true.
But he's probably looking for both.
Yeah, that'll prevent him.
Well, it looks like there's probably something in Vent Shaft.
This is just a cutscene, I think.
Well, no,
no, but you're right. Yep. Oh, could this be our X-ray visor?
It's hard to tell.
Nope. Just missiles.
Huh. Wonder why he bothered.
He probably thought of something else. Yeah.
Or just wanted to get rid of the enemies.
The gas. That's true. All right, Robo Scout is back in Chozo. Will he clear it out? Picking up his ice spreader. There is indeed Interslice, an artifact on the Mega Pirate.
Oh, for those of you who noticed, normally when you come through this area when playing the game, you would have an elite pirate attack you right before coming into the good old power bomb room. But because Reggie has not collected the item located where Plasma Beam is normally located, he does not have that same issue. He doesn't have to fight that.
I was under the impression that it was determined on... Sorry, one sec. And there's our visor. Oh! So Uncle Reggie just found his X-ray visor. Unfortunately, no plasma beam, though. Yeah, so that elite pirate, I was under the impression that he gets triggered if you have all the free beams.
No.
Our roam's collected. Yeah, Reggie's pressing on to this one last check.
Yeah. The firing squad isn't quite as deadly if you have the phase-on suit.
Shrug it off. Reggie sniping the Metroids. He's fully clearing them out too. Because he's looking for
more missile drops.
Yeah, nothing.
Let's see what is.
And he gets a power bomb drop. What a troll! Thank you, game.
Just a missile underneath the Chozo statue.
Yeah. Everything from here on in, we now know. Other than the Elite Quarters artifact, I'm curious what other artifact Robo Scout needs. And Robo Scout is doing exactly what I was suggesting earlier, was clearing Chozo runes from back to front, albeit a little bit later than intended, but nonetheless.
Okay, and it does seem that he did properly recognize what that item was and didn't think it was a nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Which would not have been ideal.
And Robo Scout is in go mode. No, he's not. He doesn't have his X-ray visor. He's almost in go mode. Darn you, Omega Pirate!
Yeah, he's not even in no mode yet.
Yep. Yeah, and Robo Scout now, I'm opting not to do Flarga. Oh. Okay, nice climb, man. Time to see if Uncle Reggie, how he climbs this room.
Okay, so he does the partial climb.
Yep.
It's safer.
Absolutely, that turret in general is such a troll. Not only the turret, like the pirates in the room, the turret. This platform is even annoying. Oh, and he misses the last jump. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I didn't
But yeah,
jump quite enough on the guard jump. And climbing along the standable spots, the scaffolding can be tricky and easy to fall off of.
Yep. That platform will happily get in between you and your shots right at the wrong moment every time when you're trying to get the turret up here.
Yep. Thinking about
And then
it,
when
is
you're
this a vanilla elevator? Yeah, I think it might be.
it's definitely. I think it is. If it goes to the ice beam door. Yes, it is. There you go.
2 vanilla elevators.
And yet, such troll logic, regardless. Something to note, it's always nice, these enemies always drop powerbomb ammo on the right screen, on Reggie's side.
One of them always does.
Yes.
The one closest to the elevator.
Always fun when you're on the wrong side. Yeah, Reggie's going back. Yeah, he's trying
to think of where his boss is. Hopefully, he goes to Chozo before going to the Tantrum Rock.
Unfortunately, I don't think Chozo's very close to him.
Isn't there a way to get there? Like 25 minutes?
I'm just trying to think. So we've got the two. We've got Lava Lake, I believe. Talon Canyon. I'm trying to remember what this elevator here is.
I believe this is the one to Frigate Crash Site. Isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yes, which will work out just perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but you know.
Well, here or going to Lava Lake would both work out just fine.
This is still anyone's race, for the record.
Actually, we might just not have marked a artifact for Robo Scout because Reggie's missing the one in Fendrana's Edge, he's missing the one in Vanilla Plasma, and he's missing the one on Omega Pirate. I think we didn't mark the one on Plasma.
Suppose we'll find out before too long.
But for now, I'm going to put him on 5.
Nicely done on Reggie's side. I did not know there was a scan dash point there.
Yeah.
I think we recently, Robo Scout recently just cleared out the room that I was talking about with the wave beam parts that would have been useful with the wave buster. I think unfortunately the time was focused on Reggie.
But yeah, this is one of the longer races now. It's kind of crazy thinking that during the randomizer tournament. Like a 2-hour seed was the normal.
Whoops.
But for weeklies, like an hour and a half has been long.
It's almost a little bit trippy.
Just above average.
It's always a little trippy when you fire your grapple beam below you.
We are so close to a 100% tracker seed.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Actually, no, we are going to get that. And I believe... Yeah, no, we are going to get that at least on RoboScout's side. We are most likely not going to get it from Uncle Reggie because of Wave Buster's location.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we are definitely going to get it from RoboScout as X-rays required.
Hey, Reggie should be collecting his plasma beam before too long.
Uh-huh.
First tower light.
However, I believe this race is almost certainly RoboScout's race to lose.
At this
Because
point,
they would
I
have
would
to
agree.
mess up significantly and would have to leave the mines without finding X-ray, which I don't see happening. Uncle Reggie going for the cutscene check instead of climbing.
Yeah, it's if you don't feel as confident with a trick, sometimes it's just quicker just to do that.
Yeah.
In fact, when I was new to climbing tower light, I always fire the missiles, and I didn't understand why experienced runners didn't do that.
Well,
and then I realized how.
I'm pretty sure it is like a second or two faster to do that if there is no item worth collecting at the top.
Yeah, but it's usually just worth taking the time. Yeah, the time loss and going for it anyway.
Yeah, because it's only a couple seconds.
And just get practice. Like, always good to practice for those seeds when you do need to do it. I'm looking at you, Magma Pool.
And it's also pretty decent dash practice. Because while it doesn't need good dashes, it needs okay dashes.
Mm-hmm.
And a good dash definitely makes it a lot easier than just an okay one. And Uncle Reggie is going to finally be able to get his plasma beam.
Oops, I accidentally marked it. A little preemptively there.
Bit too eager.
Robo Scout could. Oh no! Thank goodness he chooses not to. Heath, and he's using the Wave Buster.
He also could have used the flamethrower.
There's a lot of options.
Easier to use.
So yeah, this room would have been skippable if it wasn't for the fact that it had the X-ray visor. And it's a good thing you didn't skip it, because if you did, you would have rendered the game incompletable, because you then cannot go into the maze afterwards. That's an interesting start to a maze.
Yeah, for a second I thought it was a different maze. That was like a 15 square. No, not.
Yeah, the maze is always randomized for viewers. There is an algorithm
between a specific set of 300-ish mazes.
Mm-hmm. And Reggie is in go mode. At last.
And so is RoboScout.
Mm-hmm.
The thing being that Reggie has 2 artifacts to collect that are a little bit out of the way, plus the Omega Pirate one. And RoboScout already has those 2 artifacts and is very near to Omega Pirate.
That's unfortunately like the problem when you don't clear an area and it ends up with the random elevators. It ends up really out of your way from the rest of the world.
Our third artifact is in Plasma Processor. And with 4 power bombs, the charge beam, and super missiles, there's, as long as you know really any of the quick kill techniques for the Omega Pirate, RoboScout is in no danger, especially not with the Phazon suit and what is that? 8 energy tanks?
Yeah. 1, 2,
9 energy tanks.
9, 10. 10. Yeah, Phazon Mines is one of the few areas, the only area in the game where you pretty much have to clear it from one end to the other. At least the section of it, the in-depth section. There is no way to clear the Phazon Mine depths from reverse due to the one-way door right behind the Omega Pirate. Yeah, Reggie's dashing, trying to get to Phazon Mines as quickly as possible. While RoboScout just needs to.
I'm pretty sure you can ceiling warp into elite quarters, but
yeah, we won't see it in any of our randomizer seats or any time in the nearby future unless some new tech suddenly occurs. And which, credit where it's due, the prime scenes have evolved over the years. Echoes in particular right now. And there's one of the rare times we get to see a missile station in effect. Yeah, I don't blame the usage of the missile station.
yeah, there's no harm in it.
It doesn't cost too much time, and if you prefer using super missiles against Omega Pirate, absolutely. Personally, I actually prefer to use just the plasma beam, even though it is riskier. Those plasma beam parts can be surprisingly damaging if you're not careful, although in RoboScout's case, I would not worry at all in this current predicament. I wouldn't even bother saving it.
Damage reduction is insane.
I think if he ends up saving, he's just wasting more time than he needs to. Nicely done. And yeah, he just totally choosing to... Oh, no, he's actually going for it. Or not.
And I'm pretty sure that RoboScout has done a speed run or 2. So, fighting Omega Pirate with anywhere near this many energy tanks should be the least concerning thing.
Yeah, throughout the seed, oh, Reggie almost getting it, but still recovering. The shaft climb, or not shaft climb, sorry, the plasma processing climb. Yeah, RoboScout seems to be picking up every expansion along his way. I guess he might have decided that simply because of the fact that the Mega Pirate was known to be involved. Then again, actually, I might have not been collecting as many items this time around, just because I know I'm going to inevitably collect some while on the hunt for other items. Alrighty, and here's our Mega Pirate fight.
Beginning of the Omega Pirate fight, where we abuse the fact that all elite-style pirates, including the Omega Pirate,
have weird AI.
Yeah, they don't start their attack pattern until you have walked in front of them after their activation animation. So, they will never attack you, and therefore never begin their pretty much invincibility periods.
Nicely done, there are beam pirates.
I wonder where main power bombs are.
This is true, yeah, but I don't think we ever did see them.
So they might be on...
Flag.
Yeah, on Flagra, Tantrum Rock.
We've almost full cleared the... our runners are almost full cleared the game, otherwise. We didn't see what was in Biohazard Containment.
No, Linofist, I'm DCR.
But if it was Biohazard Containment, we would have seen it. The glow is pretty hard to miss. Fire bombs is like one of the few items in the game where it's like incredibly difficult to miss. Oh no, RoboScout did not pull off the first cycle of the Mega Pirate, so that is like he's in safety, so it's fine. It's just time that he's ending up losing, which is unfortunate. I wonder what our runners are going to... And Uncle Reggie get into that fight there. Yeah, I wonder what our runners will think of this run at the end of it. And Wave Beam Pirates is probably the worst pirate combination to get in the Mega Pirate fight because of how many missiles you're going to have to end up wasting to dispose of them if you have the Wave Buster. And if you don't, gosh, damage the Wave Beam does just is not good. Alright, RoboScout will hopefully finish off the Mega Pirate here. And he's dead. Oh no, Uncle Reggie slips there. Welcome to the chat, SpeedGaming. Alright, to catch you all up, RoboScout has entered official go, go, go mode. He's got everything he needs, he's got all his artifacts. Now he's gunning it to the final boss. Uncle Reggie, meanwhile, is just going off to fight off the Mega Pirate, which RoboScout, as I said, just finished. And then we'll be doing the same. RoboScout's got a little bit of lead.
First,
but...
he does need to he also needs to go get one more artifact in the rock.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, this, that's gonna be, yeah, and I think he's kind of routing that right now.
I'm pretty sure at this point, Uncle Reggie has realized that, like, his chances are not particularly great.
You never know in the randomizer. The other runners could could have died for all you know. Wasn't it? I'm pretty sure we've had a race where like both runners started to like not perform their greatest because they thought they were hours behind when they were both neck and neck the entire time.
Yeah. We did get to find out where those main power bombs are.
And it'll be interesting to see how RoboScout climbs this room. Of course, because he collected the artifact in the item in the plasma beam location, that item changes the layer and wrote the room Robo Scout's in, and now it's beam pirates everywhere, which is not fun to deal with when you're trying to climb this room.
Yeah.
And there's that, and there's like the perfect example of the platform just getting in the way of you trying to take down that turret every time. And the beam pirates right now are just, oh yeah, that troll.
Well, he didn't fall all the way to the bottom though, which is unusual.
Yeah, he actually fell at a pretty decent point. We've got the X-ray visor angel marked.
No,
Thanks for the heads up though.
He didn't at the time though.
Oh.
I didn't at the time.
Oh, thanks for the correction then. Alrighty. Robo Scout going for the climb, and he gets it. There we go. Well, I wait till he gets there. He gets it. There you go. And then he turns around and proceeds to jump down.
Now do it without space jump.
Oh boy. And Robo Scout going back to Magmar. The Wave Beam Pirate AI not triggered there on Reggie's side. I'm not exactly sure where the layer for triggering that Wave Beam Pirate is actually for its AI to kick in. All right, and Uncle Reggie using the cutscene skip. The Mega Pirate is in his mummy pose. There you go.
Neither runner even attempting to do trooper skip.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, it makes a fair bit of sense, seeing as they have the beam combos making the pirates much less of an issue. Even without the beam combos, for the first cycle, it is entirely possible to kill both of, I believe, every pirate combination, with Wave Beam being the closest one to not being able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, Reggie will
other than Ice Beam and Plasma Beam, the other ones are all difficult.
That being said, Reggie will want to make sure he gets his shot because he's only got one more super missile here. Yeah, he's good. He's got it. So welcome to chat, everyone. And Robo Scout is about to make his ship save. We're at the end game now.
Ideal way of using super missiles for a Mega Pirate. Instead, you would want to, I believe it's 2 missiles and then 3 super missiles. But it does work if you do it the way that Uncle Reggie did it. I believe it was also what Robo Scout tried to do, but didn't quite do that. However, seeing as Uncle Reggie still needs to take a pretty long detour to get to Phendrana, and Robo Scout is just about to get his ship saved. This is almost certainly impossible for Uncle Reggie to come back at, provided Robo Scout does not die repeatedly to final boss.
I doubt that will be the case unless something goes horrifically wrong.
Yeah, like trying to go for
Exo
skip, soft blocking, and
forgetting to save, which he just saved. Never mind.
Yeah, he just
the save gets corrupted. So PO was in logic, huh? I'm kind of blanking what PO is right now.
I think you meant to do OP.
OP, yep. OP was in logic. Yeah, that does make sense. I was like going Phase and Omega? That doesn't make sense.
You mean Pirate Omega?
Yeah. Ready, and it's time for Meta Ridley.
No need to say Sparry.
Alright, time for the stream to splutter.
Yep, because nothing likes the sounds that Ridley makes. For some reason. Like, even if you're playing on disc, it sounds bad. Head on stream. It sounds mostly fine if you just have it hooked to the TV, and that's what you're listening to it over.
Nice, Reggie getting the climb mostly and then using the grapple beam. So yeah, Reggie's routing around to the front.
Trying to boost into Ridley's chest mid-air to make use of the fact that the boost ball does 50,000 damage per frame, and Ridley's chest is for some reason vulnerable to it.
Whoop, that was a quick dash.
Unfortunately, the immediate dash also resulting in all of the pillars being destroyed, so Robo Scout will not be able to dash.
Oh, there's one left.
You were saying?
Oh man, again. There's another dash. The dash is the only attack where you can't just... Oh, another one! And he gets the snipe. You can't just stay locked on when he does that attack.
Because his hand is bigger than it looks.
Yep.
And for some reason goes directly in front of his mouth. And man, this is terrible RNG.
Yep. Although apparently this has been altered in future revisions of the game. I need to double check that though.
Yeah.
Not that our speedrunners will ever be playing on that.
Instead, like, they added in like a slam attack, and his hand does not block.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bring the charge. Which does make the fight arguably significantly easier for a casual player.
Uncle Reggie's unfortunately in the wrong side of Fendrana right now.
Yeah, but it was the closer side of Fendrana for him to get to.
And then once he gets to the other side, he'll pretty much be in a state to get out. And
hey, Forsaken Angel, Ridley's just jumping for joy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ridley's stomp move will be very familiar to those that play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah.
It's pretty much his aerial down move. This is a slope jump I did not know existed on Reggie's side. Nicely done.
Yeah, it's hard. That slip jump is a bit harder than it looks because you need to pull away from the wall almost instantly to avoid getting your speed stolen.
Alright, let's see if Robo Scout gets the last movement trick. That's the climbing the impact crater. And it looks like after a few tries he's forgoing that. I don't blame him actually. Those fission Metroids are incredibly problematic. You can't really kill them with... Oh no!
You can't really kill them. You very much cannot kill them without a power bomb or a door.
It's like it takes a very long time to kill them conventionally. If you have a power bomb, that's great. Though you might want to try and save them for the final fight. Uncle Reggie, oh no. It's quicker for him to go through Fardus than for the labs. So he's opted to do this fight, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, for everyone, you are going to have to see a tantrum walk right.
We get to see great boss techniques here from both sides. So yeah, Thardus is actually incredibly vulnerable to Morph Ball bombs, surprisingly. Like a lot of casual players don't realize that you can simply just bomb him when he's rolling around, and that'll instantly reveal his weak spot. And then power bombs can also help immensely skip certain phases of the fight too.
Yeah, power bombs at the very beginning of the fight, and the second, and just as he calls down lightning for the second time.
Yeah, for the last fight. Oh, sorry, the last phase. I don't quite understand why it doesn't work in the second phase. Like the second time. So like you power bomb him immediately, but then I'm not sure why you don't power bomb him again. Like you just
the location to the rocks.
So your power bomb just can't reach him. Gotcha. Alrighty. Ice Spreader, so useful against Metroid Prime, of course.
Yeah.
That target capability.
You technically only need one charged shot and one uncharged shot of
Ice Beam. However, Ice Beam has the nickname Never Hit Exo Beam
for a reason. That is that it never hits Exo when you want it to.
Unfortunately for RoboScout, he fired his super missiles just a touch too early there. Yeah, Robo was having a bit of a challenge.
And Robo is not really going for the AI manipulations on Exo, where if you're close enough, it will always do its melee attack.
Yep, it's pretty particular though.
A rhythm that you're able to just constantly do damage.
If you're not comfortable with it, it can cost more time due to, like, if you get hit by the move, you know, Samus retracts her cannon for a few seconds, and that obviously costs a little bit of time. So, get good. Oh, RoboScout. Oh, another super missile deflected. Yeah. Just too late that time. That's so unfortunate.
Your ideal timing for the turnaround there, as long as you're not as incredibly far away as RoboScout was, is just as, if you'll notice when Exo turns around, it kind of does like a swoop down into its final position where it then changes color. It's just as that swoop begins.
I think, why? Oh no, Uncle Reggie. I think he forgets where the storage. Oh no, he muddled up. He's going. He's actually going to his artifact. I think he muddled up the storage cave with quarantine.
Well, he had to go through either labs or quarantine cave to get there.
Oh, of course he went for the front end of Fendron. Right. Oh, Yep.
Yeah, because the back end was like, I think it was 4, maybe 5 elevator rides away if you wanted to minimize the number of rooms.
Providing you A+ commentary here. There we go, RoboScout. Is that ball attack being taken care of? Yeah, it is. It's good. So we're on the chaos phase now on RoboScout's end.
Yep. In the 4th subchamber, Exo can do whatever it wants, as often as it wants, and it gets an additional move in deciding to multiply its speed.
Mm-hmm.
So it can charge whenever it wants to, it can change its colors whenever it wants to, it can use attacks that are normally well, actually, can it use attacks that are normally beam vulnerable specific? I can't remember. Like, of course, like, the orbs will always be the same color as the beam that it's currently vulnerable to.
Out of any shots that are unique to its shield? Or attacks. Oh, RoboScout just being trolled this entire fight with super missile shots.
Well, I'm pretty sure the poison gas missiles are usually ice beam specific, and so is the freezing wave. But
I have seen the freezing wave in other beams, like the wave beam phase, for example.
Yeah, but anywhere other than subchamber 4?
Sure. I'll have to
Robo
pay attention to
Scout
that.
is opting to have the music for Exo.
Thank you,
Not
Robo
Exo,
Scout.
Essence. However, Robo Scout is not doing the manipulation.
Mm-hmm. What is it? It's by standing still.
Yep. There's an additional
Oh, no.
manipulation that exists if you jump repeatedly and like with a specific timing or something. Though I'm not sure how well understood it is. All I know is that like Vertigo did evidence that it exists.
Is that a recent discovery?
Yeah, decently recent, like a month or two ago. There should be a video about it somewhere in the Metroid Prime speedrunning Discord. I think under the Strat channel. But Robo-Scout is going for the free pool strategy, where basically anytime that, or the amount of time it takes for Essence to lay a pool of Phazon is actually determined by the number of attacks it does, and moving from place to place counts as an attack. So if you time your shots properly, you will cancel its attack just as they begin, which increments the counter, but does not make you actually wait through the attack.
Yep. So it
And
goes
then
like
on
down
the
one,
third
and then
pull,
down, and then down.
You would, yeah, you can either do it with like a timing based thing, or you can do it based on like the position of your arm cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Then on the third pull, you would instead do what's called a pull cancel, where basically you just hold A and then walk in and out of a pull, which allows you to do a ton of damage very quickly without using any of the Phazon in the pull.
Mm-hmm.
You would do that a number of times depending on how low you got Essence, and then you would just dump the rest of the Phazon in the pool. Unfortunately, Robo Scout has had not too much luck here, but he has finished his Essence fight
Alrighty.
in,
Yeah,
I believe, 5 pulls.
I think that has to be one of our longer seeds in the weekly.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you feeling?
I am feeling really good about that seed.
Yeah?
I actually really enjoyed that one.
There was a lot of similarity between you and Uncle Reggie for like a good 2/3 of that seed. Only he had one item that you didn't, and you had one item that he didn't.
It just
Both in
ended up
Chozo.
being that your item was more important, and that you went and grabbed Wave Beam earlier, which let you get your Plasma Beam a lot earlier. But he had his Phazon suit for almost the entire run, while you only got it closer to the end.
Yeah, I can see that.
Unfortunately, where your run diverged, when you finally both returned to Chozo, Reggie decided to continue to press on into Phazon Mines, whereas you decided to clear Chozo, and thus you were rewarded.
Fendrana, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, was it? Oh, okay. Yeah, he pressed on. He ignored Chozo. Unfortunately. But yeah. You feel did you feel the seeds trolled you at all? Do you think the logic made sense?
It certainly wasn't a great seed, but it was a seed that I really enjoyed. I don't know why. Maybe it was just because I felt like my movement was at least on point for me. I was just nailing a lot of the tricks, or maybe it was just I was having fun figuring out the logic. But I don't know. I just really enjoyed that seed.
Yeah,
It would have been a nightmare seed if you didn't know any tricks, though. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Fortunately,
Yeah, considering that thermal visor was expected to be locked behind X-ray, so you would have to go all the way down to Research Court and then head all the way back up to Root Cave to grab that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Reggie just made his ship save right now.
While I'm on the credits, any item locations you want to see, or I think I got
Yeah,
all
We
of them
found
actually.
every item.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were good to go.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Uncle Reggie just about to begin the Ridley fight.
I see he has not picked up his Wave Buster, the incredibly valuable Wave Buster in this seed.
Actually, no, he never collected it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I see
yeah,
he
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
pick up his Wave.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looked at it, but he didn't go for it.
No.
Also, looks like 67% in-game time of 131.
You need to collect 2 more items.
Clearly.
Oh my
Yeah, I don't know why.
god.
I just for some reason I felt like, you know what? Let's use Wave Buster this seed.
I
was
yeah, I
hoping-
noticed that.
I was hoping Chaos Phase would have given me a Wave Beam form just so I could complete the package, but unfortunately it stayed off Wave Beam. Unfortunately, the opposite to how it normally works. Darn you, Prime!
You got trolled quite a bit by Ridley as well in that fight.
Oh yeah.
I think that was more on my side than Ridley.
Well,
Yeah,
he
we've
still
all-
did charge 7 times.
Yeah.
And there we go. Now
Oh,
Reggie's
and Uncle
turn, but
Reggie
you got
getting
it.
the first.
Yep. Nice first snipe.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I am on a bit of a delay when commentating on this as well, so...
Absolutely, yeah. We've got the restream here for
Yeah.
chat that's underway.
Were there
Haven't checked on
anything
Zeke in a
that
while?
changed around about your routing?
What?
Is there anything
I
you
don't
would have
know.
changed about the routing?
I mean... In a perfect world where I know what everything in the sea is ahead of time, yeah, I probably would have grabbed Phase on Suit earlier. But aside from that, honestly, I'm pretty happy with my routing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't make any stupid checks. I ended up checking pretty much everything just due to the way to where X-Ray was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, when you saw that hint, I bet you were feeling things with the elite quarters.
yeah.
As soon as I see that hint personally, my mind just turns off a lot of the time. It's like, well, it's gonna be one of those seeds.
Yeah. I don't know, I kind of enjoyed the lore mines variety. We haven't really seen lore mines a lot in the weeklies, so
No, we haven't.
yeah.
Certainly haven't seen a power bomb directly behind a Mega Pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I was just speculating around about where main power bombs were as you were fighting Omega Pirate. And then, oh, there they are.
Lo and behold.
Yeah, it was like one of the few items we hadn't seen, other than, well, obviously the expansions. So then,
It might have been
God's
a little
King.
bit. It might have been a bit before Omega Pirate that I was talking about it. I don't entirely remember.
But yeah, Flarga had nothing. Same for Thlardus.
I
Reggie,
was so worried about Flagra because I was thinking like, oh, there's only like 1 or 2 checks left I could do that could have X-ray in them, and then I'm like gonna have to go all the way back to Flagra. I knew
Yeah,
it couldn't be in Frigate because thermal visor was locked behind X-ray, and according to logic, and you need thermal to do Frigate. So I was able to. I didn't do that, but yeah.
For a moment, we thought we had the wrong
Same.
weekly settings when you started in Talon and then went to Chozo and then saw that magma elevator.
Well, we did have the wrong weekly setting.
Yeah.
Quite that wrong.
Yeah, not the other wrong. But yeah, I was noticing the elevators were a little familiar this seat.
They did
Yeah,
get
2
randomized, though.
vanilla elevators.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so bizarre.
Though I'm
Very
pretty sure if you have 1 vanilla elevator, there's at least going to be 1 other. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, if off the old
Actually,
weekly
not
settings, you pretty
necessarily.
much have to.
But
But yeah,
if you have at least 1 vanilla elevator, the chances are higher, I believe, of having more.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, though.
I mean, I can see why.
Through the code for the
elevator randomization in a while.
We're on to the third subchamber here. All beams are now going to be cycled through once each. I'm pretty sure most runners at this point are, or viewers are probably aware of what's going on in Metroid Prime.
Yeah,
You should go watch Metroid Prime.
And if you aren't, it's a color matching game. They teach you this in preschool.
And most of the colors are pretty colorblind friendly, except for Plasma.
Oh, and Reggie's getting all perfect. The AI manipulation we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Yeah, he only missed one, and that was after the turnaround.
Yeah, you got so unfortunate with the super missile reflections in that fight against Metroid Prime Robo. Like,
Yeah,
everything just right at the end of your siege just kind of started, you know, like trolling you and slowing you down in trollish ways.
I mean, hey, Essence wasn't too bad, so I'll take it.
I mean,
Sure.
still like a 5-pull Essence. Not ideal, but could be
I mean,
worse.
that's just on me, not on Essence. I just suck at Essence.
Nicely done on Reggie's side, getting the snipe.
Yeah, that is some high quality Prime.
Just want to point out his streaming quality is also phenomenal in his own channel.
Huh, maybe I should go take a look at that so I don't have to deal with the delay.
At the top of About Uncle Reggie. Welcome, I'm super invested in the Metroid series.
I'm sorry.
That's Reggie's bio.
Yep.
Ah, yes. Despite the similarities between your routes, and I think you opted to pick up a lot more in contrast to Reggie. I think you just
Yeah,
got
I
a
think
little
I
bit
ended
bigger.
with like 135 missiles.
Yeah, he didn't bother picking up a lot of missiles and energy tanks.
Yeah.
It was a really a close race for the most part. Yeah, as soon as you got to Chozo Ruins, and the route divergence occurs, that was when the race pretty much was decided. Alrighty, Willie, indulge us with the music. Also forgoing the AI manipulation strat of standing still.
Yeah, true. I really should remember to not do anything during that fight.
Yeah, we both. I commented on it.
Well, no, I commented on it first.
Yes. No, I commented on it first. We'll just have to recheck the footage.
I guess it's just the Prime fight is so boring that I instinctively want to do something.
Yeah.
That was looked funny.
There is a reason that a good number of people, when not participating in a race, end their seeds either at last artifact, or the last artifact, as long as they have go mode, or at their final ship save, instead of bothering with the final bosses.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I know they actually do that in the Echoes Weekly. They skip the Emperor Ink. They even have it coded into the randomizer itself, so that in the warp to what's normally Sky Temple actually teleports you to the credits.
Yeah, it's an option though, not a requirement.
Yeah, option, not a requirement. But I think the weekly settings actually do skip Emperor Ring and Dark Samus 4.
Huh. I remember. I
Really?
recall
I
someone.
don't remember hearing about that change.
And I recall someone requesting a similar feature for Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Although the argument can be made that it's just like, well, I mean, your save time is right there in the menu. Is it really worth the effort of, you know, like, it doesn't really make a difference seeing the credits or not, but
Yeah.
feeling we're going to be almost done here.
Oh, yep, he's done. Take a look at take a look at the chat. He finished it. He's
Yeah,
done.
he finished on the
Spoilers?
but
Sorry, I'm
he
time
might
traveling.
die. He only has 3 energy tanks left on the stream.
Yes. Maybe he
no.
lied to us.
Yeah, it could be a spliced run. You never know.
You never know.
And that is the music. Yeah.
All right, so we should hopefully see Uncle Reggie and the commentary in just a minute, so we can get his feedback.
So, RoboScout, what's your idea of an ideal Saturday?
Honestly, this one was pretty good. I like my Saturdays pretty chill. Then I got a weekly at the end to wrap things up.
Yep.
Well, firstly, I like to start with my bacon.
I mean, hard to go wrong with that.
Yeah,
On
I
the
like
side
to
with
start
eggs.
my Saturdays by waking up.
Have you tried not waking up though? Sleeping is amazing.
Yeah, but if I didn't wake up, then there would be the issue of me not being able to participate in the races or commentate ever again. So, you know.
I mean, they could
That's
always.
bad.
You never. It's not like we're going to be stuck with Saturday for the rest of times. I jinxed it. It's always going to be on a Saturday.
I mean, that was the time the community voted.
You'll be pleased to know, RoboScout, I got a terrible pun in there.
Ah, excellent. So proud of you, Pyro.
Thank you.
Yes, GG and Reggie.
Yeah.
Would you like to
GG,
come in for
Reggie.
an interview or
Yeah,
what up?
yeah, Reggie, if you check your invitations for Discord,
Yeah.
if you're watching this.
Well, he is.
And if you're feeling shy, that's okay too.
Worth noting that this is Reggie's first weekly, so
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you for restating that.
yeah. So
So he does clearly have a good bit of experience with the game.
yeah,
Absolutely, yeah. Like the amount of there was a lot of new techniques to learn today as well.
welcome to the usual weekly. Learn something new every week.
Yeah.
Yes, it is Discord, Uncle Reggie. If you didn't get the invite, I can.
Yeah, I wonder if we can invite him here.
It doesn't look like we've got permissions for the Discord channel.
No, don't worry.
If only we could be in 2 Discord channels at the same time.
Hmm.
Send the invite.
Reggie, do you have any comments for us? Do you want to tell
Oh
us
wait,
through
no,
chat?
hold on. I think I might know what's going on. I think you need to mark Reggie as done
Oh.
in the
I did
commentary
that in
thing.
the chat room.
Ah, yeah, and then
But I did just manually PM him the link.
Ah,
yeah, he has been marked as done.
true. We can cheat him into being invited.
What
Yeah,
happens if I
well-
click this big episode finish button?
Well, usually that indicates the episode has been finished.
Well,
Oh,
Reggie
he is in the
has
chat channel now.
Reggie has one comment in all caps: plasma.
Oh boy. Yeah, he probably didn't like that plasma
Oh,
location.
is that him?
Yes, that is him.
Welcome.
Hey
Reggie.
there. Oh my
Hello.
goodness.
So, how are you feeling?
Yeah.
Doing pretty well. I'm happy.
You and RoboScout had such similar routes, with the only difference being that you had the phazon suit and RoboScout had the plasma beam. Unfortunately,
And wave
though, and yeah, that too. Unfortunately, you decided to press on, whereas RoboScout dived back into Chozo and was rewarded.
Yeah, I felt that pain of not making that decision when I finally found plasma. It was a sweet spot to find it.
Particularly with the elevator positions as well for you, unfortunately. Like, getting to Fendrana must have, like, we could tell when you checked the map that what was going through your mind.
Yep.
Yeah, these elevators were not friendly to Fendrana.
No, they were not.
Yeah,
Even Mines was very cooperative either. With the elevators for Mines, I didn't feel like.
Yeah.
But by the time I needed to get through Mines and back out, there were some shortcomings, but it was a lot of fun. I was very happy with the end of the all thing, though.
Yeah, you
both
had a
got off
really
section.
clean prime fight.
Thank you.
I have to say, like there are a lot of techniques that I know, as RoboScout said, we say this every week, but there were a lot of techniques that I was not aware of that you executed in your run. Just really well done, really well executed too, actually, on your end.
Thank you. I was particularly happy with the complete skip of Wave Beam in Sub 2 on EXO, because that was just good luck.
Yep. Yeah,
Power
always
Ice,
nice.
then Wave is my favorite RNG drop for that.
Did you have any thoughts otherwise, like, on the seed overall, other than it trolling you a little bit?
It was decently routed. I was happy with it.
And it must have been fun when you got the artifact hints as well. Saw the lead quarter.
Yeah, those hints were fun.
Writing down all caps OP with a couple exclamation points just for my own reference. Got 11 OP required seed, and that treat that we got at the very end in a PCA, that power bomb, the main power bombs there.
Yeah, that was funny.
Just like, oh, okay. I guess we won't make the whole thing completely worthless.
And I felt so bad when you ended up having to go against Vardis at the end just to get that last artifact for routing.
Yeah. It was. I felt like it was the fastest way. With where I was and how I had to get to Storage Cavern or Storage Cave.
Yeah, that's like, really interesting to time. Like, what's faster, going for the labs or going through Thardis? And I guess it also depends on your loadout, etc.
Yeah. I felt with plasma and tons of power bombs at that point. There was no sense in not doing Thardis, because I have a decent Thardis fight. And he's my favorite boss.
Well done.
Yeah, Thardis is kind of... He certainly has a reputation that's well-earned, but at the same time, he's not the run killer that many people think it is.
Nah, and having plasma and all that just makes it nearly trivial, although I was a little bit embarrassed to have to pull out thermal for that second top rock, because that hitbox is just nasty without a...
Yeah, oh, something about the Thardis there. No, it's gone. Never mind.
No. GG's to Robo and to Zeke.
Yeah, good job. For your first weekly ever, you did really well.
Incredibly well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope to see you again for future seeds. And for anyone watching, we're here every Saturday at 9 o'clock. Just to quickly come...
9 o'clock Eastern, to be clear.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a good, important detail.
Time zones.
9 p.m. anytime. And
it's always 9 p.m. somewhere in the world. It is always race time.
Somewhere.
I also don't have Zeke's Twitch channel here, sorry. So I can't tell how
yeah, I can get that for you.
Yeah, do you want to post that in chat maybe for anyone that wants to watch?
Yeah, sure. I'll get it right now.
Thanks.
Yeah. I think he's on the main menu right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he just quit out. It looks like he just save warped somewhere.
Gotcha. And yeah, we might be, and of course the community right now will be doing another race casually. If anyone watching wants to participate or wants any help with getting into the Metroid Prime Randomizer. It's a lovely little community we got here.
Yeah. I love how just the second race afterwards just become like standard at this point.
Yeah, we always do a race after this.
Hmm.
Yeah, otherwise do our runners or our commentators, do we have any last standing thoughts or things we need to get off our chest?
No.
Great race from both runners. It stayed interesting throughout throughout pretty much the entire race because we were not sure who would find what the other person had already found first,
Mhm.
and that could have decided the race as a whole. Thanks to the SpeedGaming staff for helping us get everything set up.
Actually,
yeah.
question: how many heart attacks did I give you guys with me constantly being at low HP in the early game?
Oh, my
wow.
gosh. Walking into that Zoid fight, I was just like, rotate clean, rotate clean, rotate clean. There's 40 energy in the back, just rotate clean.
Is that like 100% always 40 energy in the back?
Yeah, those two boxes always drop red energy.
Yeah, RoboScout, he went into Zoid with 16 energy, and we're both
Wow.
a little bit sketched. Right?
Yeah, your health being low? Huh, watch me do a randomizer where still 100% of the time I'm like less than 10 energy.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I remember I was doing a magma pool and I had like 30 energy when I grabbed the E-tank in it.
Yeah, that when you went for that dash, did you intentionally go into the lava?
I mean,
was
I tried to do the dash, but I'm not that good at it. But since I knew I had gravity suit anyway, and I'd saved beforehand, I wasn't too worried about it.
Well, that was the thing. To me, it almost looked like you purposely dashed right to the spot where you needed to jump out. Like, it kind of just worked out. I was like, oh, yep, you just got to jump out there, and you got it. And it was like, okay, good, you're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a few, like the 16 energy Zoid. But then, and it took like you both had like 1 or 2 E-tanks for like the first 40 minutes. But then
Yeah, that
it
was.
quickly changed.
Yeah, then they just started pouring in.
Yeah, I had like 10 by the end.
And with phase-ons to damage reduction, you're golden for like right at the beginning, to be honest. Except you didn't get your phase-on suit till ages. Ha! Anyway,
Yeah,
Yeah, go
for anybody who's interested who's interested in the Metroid Prime Randomizer, there's the Discord link in the chat. You'll be able to see who's commentating for future weekly races hopefully a couple hours before or they start in the future. Maybe
Yeah, we're
don't
trying
count on that,
to-
though.
Yeah, we're trying to improve the whole organization thing more.
I think we did a great job. We were actually, on time, sort of.
I think this is the closest to on time we've been in a while.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We're-
Los Santos, there is going to be another race, but it's not going to be restreamed. It's just going to be a more casual race among whoever feels like it.
Yeah. I mean, we could probably just stream it on our private channels if people are interested.
Yeah, I could stay live. It's up to people.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, there should be another. I don't know if we'll do another race or another seed. Another 100%. We're going to do another seed. Not on this SpeedGaming channel. That is reserved for whatever's been reserved today. And otherwise, I don't think we should be commentating this channel. I don't
Yeah, We're not.
This channel has.
This is our channel now. We are hijacking the SpeedGaming 2 channel for our purposes.
Oh dear.
I need to get my
Make sure
iPad. Hold on.
to
Wow, that
to
would be
follow
yours,
the two runners who are restreamed as well as Comzeek. Their channels. Also follow Pyro Paper Planes, who
Oh, shucks.
has good
Yeah.
gameplay, and as you can tell, he's a fun commentator as well.
He does make
and I haven't
bad puns
streamed in
though.
weeks.
And that name is just cool too.
Aww.
You gotta follow a
you.
good name.
Aww. Yeah, so, I think we might call it there.
Yep.
Google Metroid Prime Discord randomizer.
There's also quite a few links to it in the chat, so.
Yeah, you'll figure
Yeah.
it out. We don't need to show the channel anymore, I don't think. You know the drill all now. Yeah. My name's Pyro Paper Planes, yo.
I'm Mighty Caesar.
I'm RoboScout.
Uncle Reggie.
And that's how you do a Metroid Prime Weekly Randomizer. Thank you for joining us.
And we'll see you all next mission.
See ya.
Yep.
Goodbye.
I get that reference.